Sports.
On just a lovely night in the city of Cleveland, this is Cavaliers basketball on FanDuel Sports Network presented by Hyundai. Tonight, it's a midweek matchup as the Cavaliers welcome to town the Philadelphia 76ers. As part of their 55th season celebration, the Cavs tonight will wear their retro Nike NBA Classic Edition uniforms, a nod to their alternate jerseys worn in the mid-2000s. But there's even more to celebrate this evening as those throwback Allen, Merrill, and Garland uniforms will all be put to good use as three Cavalier regulars return to the lineup tonight. Hi everyone, John and Brad here. There are some good vibes flowing in Cavalier country here this evening as the Cavs are as close as they've been to full all season long. Tonight they do get back Jared Allen and Sam Merrill, and it's Darius Garland who makes his long-awaited season debut. It's our Toyota key to the game.
Yeah, so excited to have DG back in the lineup. Now you get to see Donovan Mitchell at his best. He goes back to his natural position of two guard. Doesn't have to handle the basketball 75% of the time. He'll be able to get the spot up, knock down shots. You'll also see Jared Allen and Evan Mobley take advantage of Darius Garland's amazing passing. He drives the ball better than anyone in the league. You get those hands ready, a lot of finishes at the rim. It also opens up the entire offense because he is such a lightning rod when he has that basketball.
So tonight, Darius and company take on a Sixer team that has gotten superlative play from its heavily used backcourt. Tyrese Maxey's been a scoring and playmaking machine, while the third overall pick in the most recent draft, BJ Edgecombe, has been nothing short of sensational, Brad, through his first 7 games.
Yeah, Edgecombe's been remarkable, but there's a few guys only that'll get the dirty dollars to come watch them play, and that's Tyrese Maxey. He is phenomenal on both ends of the floor, plays so hard. It'll be interesting to see if he can keep up that pace tonight.
Coming up, an Eastern Conference showdown on the banks of Lake Erie, as it's now about that time. Sit back, crack open your favorite beverage, and settle on in. It's the Cavs and the Sixers. And it's next. Is brought to you by your Northern Ohio Hyundai dealers and by Calvetta Brothers Floor Show. It's time to fall in love again with your home. The starting lineups and the tip-off are straight ahead.
The other guy, he's from Louisville, number 45, Spider! Donovan Mitchell! Now we have the forward. First, he's from California, number 20, Jalen Tyson! The other 4, he's from USC, number 4, Evan Mobley! The man in the middle, he's from Texas, number 31, Jared Allen! Your Cavaliers are led by head coach Kenny Atkinson. Cavalier fans, you want classic. Time to let them know. Make some noise for your Cleveland Cavaliers.
Kenny Atkinson's Cavaliers open a stretch of 3 games in 4 nights that will take them to D.C. to face the Wizards on Friday and then back at home to take on the Bulls on Saturday. Now, after a gritty, shorthanded victory over the Hawks here on Sunday, Kenny's Cavs check in at 4-3. Here are the Sixers starters. Tyrese Maxey and BJ Edgecombe have already proven to be a dynamic backcourt combination, while Kelly Oubre is playing some of the best basketball of his 11-year career. 58-year-old Nick Nurse's Sixers, they've really been one of the surprise teams in the East here in the early stages of the season. Paul George is yet to play. Joel Embiid has been limited. While not many projected the Sixers to make a lot of noise, they've won 5 of their first 7. With that, let's introduce the third member of our team. It is Serena Winters. Hi, Serena.
Hey, John. I mean, the energy is just great in here tonight. Might have a little something to do with the Cavs having their all-star point guard back in Darius Garland. But in addition to that, they've also got Jared Allen back in the lineup. He missed those 2 games with a fractured finger in his left hand. And Sam Merrill, who missed the past 3 games with a right hip contusion, also back. I'm told pain tolerance is a factor for both of these injuries, so they'll be monitored closely this evening. Kenny said Sam looked great at practice. It's just a matter of how he responds throughout the game if he takes hits in that hip. And look, John, as far as DG is concerned, they'll monitor his minutes closely as well. Kenny said, look, there's going to be some bumps. It's not going to be perfect, but he's just an advantage maker out there. He's going to make everyone better on the court tonight. And I don't know about you guys, but I saw him warming up and I saw him getting ready right before this game. He was bouncing around, the energy in here. He is hyped.
Yeah, no doubt about it, John. We get a good opportunity to see, Darius get back into this lineup and get back to full strength. That's the most important thing. We need him at full strength. So I'd anticipate, not a whole game tonight, but significant minutes. Let's see what kind of shape he's in. It's always difficult to mirror playing in a competitive NBA level game in practice, but he just brings a different element to the entire team and changes it drastically on the offensive end. Excited for what's ahead this Cavaliers team, especially if the health remains.
There's a look at Donovan Mitchell coming off a season-high 37 points in the Cavs' victory on Sunday over the Hawks. He hit 8 threes in that ball game as Adem Bona and Jared Allen step to the center circle. The tip is won by the Cavaliers, and we are underway. John Michael, Brad Doherty, and Serena Winters. So terrific to have you with us here on this Wednesday night. Garland to Mitchell, rebounded by Tyson, and Jalen Tyson. Boy, he picks up right where he left off, and now he'll pick up Tyrese Maxey the length of the floor. Expect this all night long.
Yeah, nice job. Great job by Jalen. Great hustle by Donovan, stepped into that passing lane.
Mitchell with an early steal. Garland. It's tipped by Mobley on the weak side and out of bounds. The officials compare notes, and the ball will stay with the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers forced 23 big turnovers on Sunday, and here's Mitchell stepping in the passing lane less than a minute in.
Yeah, that's perfect defense. When you step into that passing lane and the ball hits your hand, that's what you want on a defensive end. You don't want to overrun plays, which teams tend to do and guys tend to do sometimes. They put so much pressure on the back of the defense. Great defensive position.
Mobley looks to work on Jabari Walker. Bounces off to Garland. Once more to Mobley. There's that Garland to Mobley connection as Mobley can't hit. Walker rebounds and out trots Tyrese Maxey. Guys want to keep the pressure on Maxey. He has played a big 42 minutes a game this season. He leads the NBA in that department. Last night he was gassed by quarter number 4 was Maxey. He played 39 minutes and scored 39 in Chicago. What was an agonizing loss for the Sixers. More on that as we continue. Mitchell off to Garland. Welcome back, Darius.
Wow, great ball movement by the Cavaliers, like a hot potato. The defense has no ability to adjust to the levels of the basketball. Excellent ball movement by the Cavaliers.
So here's the rookie Edgecombe, selected 3rd overall in the most recent draft out of Baylor. And he'll dump it back to Maxey. Maxey works on Tyson. Inside it goes. That pass is off the hand of Bona. Again, the Cavs will look to make Maxey work throughout the evening. Mobley runs the floor and takes the Tyson feed.
I love to play on the defensive end. The Cavs are in a little 2-3 defensive zone. Made it very difficult for the Philadelphia to decide where to throw that basketball. Nice transition play by the Cavaliers, Devin Mobley.
And the Cavs force another turnover. It's a backcourt violation against the Sixers.
Look at this ball movement. There you go. 1 pass, 2, hot potato, 3, hot potato, 4. That's 4 passes for that basketball shot. Deep in the shot clock with a wide open jump shot. That's beautiful basketball.
How about Mitchell? He had a shot, but
Yes,
he wanted to get Darius into this game early. Here is Garland. Inside it goes Mobley. Mobley low position, out to Mitchell. Mitchell for 3. That was gorgeous. Once again, the Cavs go inside out. Mobley from the lane finds a spotting up Mitchell, and the Cavs have an early 10-2 lead. Edgecombe looks to drive. The rookie played 1 season at Baylor. Boy, did he announce his presence in the NBA on opening night. He went for 34 points as Mobley finds Allen. Allen tiptoes the baseline, keeps it in bounds, and then wheels around Bona and flips it in.
Yeah, great footwork by Jared Allen. Did a nice little drop step, back to the basket, up and under, reverse layup. Good pass again by Darius Garland. He's getting everybody the basketball right where they need it.
Oubre misfires from the paint. Allen rebounds. He'll find Mobley. Mobley lopes into the forecourt, works on Bona, back to Allen. That ball was broken up, however, that pass was broken up by Walker. Edgecombe finds Oubre, gets it back. Edgecombe launches a 3 that's way long and grabbed by Garland. The Cavs will put Mitchell right around Walker. Walks Edgecombe and lays it in. Just a brilliant move by Donovan Mitchell.
Move by Donovan Mitchell in traffic, between the legs, behind the back. That is spectacular ball handling and finish.
Edgecombe wisely did not take that shot, as he'll go to Maxey for a corner three. Walker keeps the possession alive. Once more to Edgecombe. That's short. Poked that by Tyson. Edgecombe got it again. Oubre this time. Way short. Last night, the Sixers were in Chicago. They are playing their third game in 4 nights, all on the road. And here's this glorious flurry of moves by the All-NBA first teamer.
Right down the middle of the floor, attacking the front of the goal. There was no obstacle too big to keep him from going to the front. That's what you want, aggressiveness, alpha, Donovan Mitchell.
The Sixers in Chicago last night scored 45 points in the first quarter, led by as many as 24. Allen launches a three. The loose ball eventually, is almost grabbed by Tyson, as Tyson spilled to the floor, but the Sixers give it right back. Mitchell for three. Hey! Knocks it down, and Nick Nurse needs a timeout again. The Sixers were in Chicago late last night. They fell to the Bulls, playing their third game on the road in 4 nights. The Cavs tonight wanted to jump all over the Sixers, and that's precisely what. We're just over 4 minutes in as we welcome you back inside Rocket Arena, as we now take a look at the live odds for tonight's game, courtesy of FanDuel. The live spread, 6 at a -16.5. You can play that at -146. If you want over 235.5, you can play that at -108. If you want them both, you parlay at +236. Those are the live odds. They are courtesy of FanDuel. The Cavs here on Sunday night grinded out a gutsy 117-109 victory over the Hawks. They were severely shorthanded in the game, Brad, but what they did was set the tone defensively. The Cavs on Sunday forced 6 Hawk turnovers in the first quarter. Tonight already they forced 4.
Yeah, we're a much quicker basketball team defensively with Darius on the court. It gives Donovan a chance to roam. It gives Jalen a chance to be a little bit more aggressive, roaming around in the passing lanes, intercepting passes. So it's already interesting to watch the difference on the defensive end, even with Darius on the court, because of his speed.
Kelly Oubre gets fouled as Nick Nurse has gone early to his bench. Andre Drummond and Quentin Grimes have replaced Walker and Bona. So the Cavs have the scheduling advantage tonight. They've been off since Sunday, since that victory over the Hawks. The Sixers last night suffered just a brutal defeat. They led the entire ball game. And there's a look at Andre, the one-time Cavalier. They led all night. The Bulls' first lead came with 3 seconds remaining as Nick Vucevic hit a game-winning triple to give the Bulls an improbable 113-111 victory. The Sixers roared to 45 first-quarter points. They led by as many as 24, but simply ran out of gas down the stretch. As here's Mobley. Mobley over Drummond. Tipped high into the air, tracked down by whom? Out of bounds it goes last off Mobley.
I love that play. Evan Mobley catching the basketball at the free throw line right in the middle of the offensive possession, turning and facing that basket. He went at Andre Drummond. I'd like to see him just shoot that back. That's a free throw. Just shoot it. Make Drummond have to step out and respect that distance. Instead, he went to create the contact, and I was surprised. Drummond's a 290-pound guy, and Evan was able to displace him just a little bit there.
Lonzo Ball gives Donovan Mitchell an early breather. Dean Wade has checked in for Jared Allen. Here's our injury report. It is brought to you by Elk and Elk. Paul George has not played yet this season. Jared McCain made his season debut last night. He's out of the lineup. The Cavs are without DeAndre Hunter. He's ill this evening. Max Strus is yet to play this year. Maxey on the hop, bounces back to Oubre. Oubre fires a contested three and drops it through.
Tough shot by Philadelphia. Good defense by the Cavs. You make them take a tough, weak side, almost three-point from Oubre. Tough shot.
Wade got hit in the face by Oubre as Mobley turns around and cans a short jumper. That triple by Oubre. It's number 1,000 in his 11-year career as Edgecombe. He'll hit the basket as it's goaltending called on Mobley. The ball apparently hit the glass before it was touched by Evan. Kenny, I don't know if he's taking a timeout or is it a challenge as Dean Wade is shaken up here. Here's what happened to Dean. That is goaltending. That ball hit the glass first before Mobley got a hand on it.
He's taking him out for Dean. Yeah.
We'll check.
Tyson connection already on display here early at Rocket Arena, and that connection in particular, a big reason for the confidence that Jalen Tyson had when he headed into his second year. In particular, a text message that Donovan sent to him this summer when he was on his way to the gym. Donovan told me he challenged Tyson, said he's going to be on him all year, in his face, watching film, and it's because he believes in him. Tyson said he had the biggest smile on his face after he read that a player of his caliber had that confidence in him, meant the world, and we're certainly seeing it on display here tonight, guys.
Yeah, I agree 100%. You know, just that acknowledgement gives a guy like Jalen Tyson a little bit more confidence. And, you know, you just love his energy, his enthusiasm, his aggressiveness. And he's made himself a vital part of this lineup by just being so physical and getting after it, just setting the tone on that defensive side physically. And then his offense has been outstanding. He's getting better and better as he becomes more confident with that basketball on the offensive end.
Sam Merrill tonight returns to the Cavalier lineup. That's a shot clock violation against the Sixers. And Sam wastes very little time burying a three.
Yeah, man, he gets spot up. And they find him with that basketball, boy. You give him that much space, you got a problem. Good to see Sam Merrill back. He really extends the floor as well. And you got him on the floor with Lonzo Ball, you know, and Jalen Tyson. So you're going to get a lot of room and a lot of space. Larry Nance Jr. comes in. He's also a guy that can get out on the perimeter. So they're going to spread these guys out and make them defend in space.
It was a strong first shift for Darius Garland. Here is Sam Merrill. Back it goes to Lonzo Ball. Tyson's pass was intended for Mobley, but it gets all the way through to Merrill. Nance is into the ball game. Nance kept it alive. Back it goes to Ball. Lonzo. Nance another rebound. He salvages yet another possession. Tyson's open. He'll fire.
Oh, Cavs, good job on that offensive glass. 3 good opportunities to get shots off there. Nice job by the great hustle by Ball.
Maxey hit Drummond right in the arm. The Cavs run the floor. Junior. Tyson. Outside to Merrill. Back to Lonzo. Now it's Mobley. He'll fire. Hayes got it.
That was a smart play by Tyson, who ended up, as well as Nance, who ended up with a big Andre Drummond on top of him. He'd have blocked that shot. That's great ball movement.
Maxey gets fouled. The Cavs wanted to put the pressure early on a tired Sixer team, and they have already forced 6 big turnovers and scored 11 points off those Sixer miscues.
A smart play by Tyson. Good pass by Nance. Andre Drummond was there on top of Jalen underneath the glass. So kick it out, get an easy shot. Smart.
So here is Tyrese Maxey. Time is running out. The FanDuel Sports Network Cavs box office buyout is live. Score 50% off tickets with no fees to the Cavs-Raptors game on November 13th. Get your tickets at Cavs.com/buyout. Tyrese Maxey is off to one of the hottest starts in not just Sixer history, but in NBA history. In 2 weeks, get this, he's already authored games of 39 points, 40, 43, and another 39 last night. In fact, Maxey's low game this season is 26.
And he's playing 42 minutes a night, so man, good shot by Evan Mobley. Wow.
Mobley buries another 3. Maxey, along with averaging 34 a night, and dishing out 8.5 assists an evening. As Grimes ran into traffic, he threw that ball right into the chest of Mobley. As Grimes ended up against the basket support, Lonzo picks up the personal as the Cavs have been swarming from the opening tip.
Lonzo's trying to recover and get that back. Oh, just missed the basketball. Good call by the official. Just missed it.
Grimes was acquired from the Mavericks at the deadline a season ago. Now, after a bit of a standoff, he signed a qualifying offer this offseason. It'll make him a free agent at the season's end. He's off to a terrific start. Picked up right where he left off last season. When he was acquired, Brad, he went on a scoring tear that even he likely never imagined. This guy's scoring average over the previous 3 NBA seasons was 11. In the 28 games he played for the Sixers, he averaged 22 points a night. One of the few bright spots for a Sixer team, particularly down the stretch, that ended up with only 24 wins on the season.
Yeah, the thing I like about Quentin's game is he's also a very good defender, very physical guy as well, very strong, very sturdy, has good discipline, stays below the line of the ball. Nice pass by the Cavaliers.
Larry Nance with a high IQ feed. He found Mobley. Mobley in the dunker spot. Evan Mobley already has a dozen points. The Cavs have opened up this 30-13 lead.
Larry Nance just making great passes all since he's been in. He's made 3 really nice assists to his teammates, had 3 big rebounds.
And Justin Edwards with a good offensive rebound. Got it off to Drummond, and Drummond lays it in. Cavs look to push. 30-15 is the Cavalier lead. Mobley backs in on Grimes. And Grimes picks up the personal.
Larry Nance comes in and just, like I say, such a high IQ in the basketball game. Look at this pass, right between the 2 defenders. Excellent pass, gives the big guy a chance to finish. Larry does all those little things that makes everyone else better. He doesn't get the credit for it because he's just such a solid basketball player, a high basketball IQ as we talk about.
If you're just joining us, the Cavaliers have gotten Jared Allen, Sam Merrill, and Darius Garland back in the lineup this evening as Merrill works around an Allen screen, plays through Jared. Jared 18 feet away, takes it into Drummond. The loose ball is grabbed by Oubre.
That's when a guy like Jared, you got to try to go by Drummond. Don't go into him. He's too big, too strong. That's just going to knock the wind out of your sails. Go around him, go over him.
Maxey is bird dogged by Merrill. Looks for an opening, trying to ISO, spins, floats, and misses. Drummond got a fingertip on it. So did Lonzo as Allen leaks out. He'll find Sam Merrill. Merrill off the Nance feed, back toward Nance. Tracked down by Allen. He'll try another triple, but he leaves short. Edwards cruises into the forecourt and gives to Maxey. Now Grimes for a long distance 3. Grimes had a chance at the buzzer to win it last night for the Sixers in Chicago. Could not find the range as the Cavaliers had called for a foul. It's Nance.
Good big Andre Drummond get tangled up down there. Andre's big guy, 290 pounds. Larry giving him all he can handle.
Andre Drummond exercises player option to stay in Philadelphia. There you get a look at Nance now in his 11th NBA season. Grimes on the bounce is guarded by Ball. Bounces to Maxey, who has to curl to the corner. Shot clock winds to 4. Edwards steps into a 3. Justin Edwards, the second-year man out of Kentucky, turns the Cavalier lead to a dozen. Ball as Edwards got picked off by Merrill. Jared Allen ends up on the receiving end of that ball feed, and he lays it in.
That's a nice play. You get Jared going by Drummond to the basket on his side. That's a nice play by Ball, putting Jared in a position to be successful. Smart basketball.
Brendan Watford, the former net, nearly got stripped by Nance as Maxey lost the ball, but a foul is called. That puts the Cavaliers over the limit.
You have in this basketball team very smart basketball players. You see Sam's just a nice little pick right there. Scrubs off Ball's guy. Now it's just 2-on-1. Grimes is a little bit late. Drummond tries to get over and body up. Jared knocked him off balance, but too athletic, too good shot.
Here's a word from Kia. Penny's Cavaliers are on top 32-18. The Cavs will next be in action on Friday in D.C. as they will take on the Wizards. And then that's the start of a back-to-back. The Cavs will be back here on Saturday to host the surprising Chicago Bulls, who with their victory last night over these Sixers improved to an Eastern Conference best 6-1.
Maxey plays 42 minutes a night, runs and runs and runs. I was kidding, I bet he could eat Krispy Kreme donuts every 2 hours and not gain a pound.
Maxey, since being handed the keys back in November of 2023 when the Sixers have traded Harden, really has taken off. There's a veteran play by Mitchell. He sensed Grimes creeping up in his rear view mirror. He threw on the brakes, and Mitchell ends up on the line.
Smart, you got him on your back, and Grimes has to try to get around because you're between him and the basket, and so he's going to fight it. Donovan being the smart basketball player he is, and I'm using that a lot tonight because I'm looking at the way we play, and we just have some very intelligent basketball players. Again, Darius Garland helps, he just exacerbates that IQ. He makes it even higher being back in the rotation. So it'll be fun for our Cavs fans as we go from here offensively.
Mitchell is thrilled to be reunited with Garland on Sunday. Mitchell celebrated his 200th game as a Cav by lighting up the Hawks for a season-high 37 points and 8 threes. Grimes looks to drive. He'll get there and lay it in. Mitchell improved his one-loss record as a Cav to 69.5, the most by any player over their first 200 games in a Cavalier uniform.
Wow.
Here is Mitchell turning Edwards inside out. Mitchell still on the hop. He'll flare one off to Nance. Allen jousts with Drummond. Allen gets there. He tried to dunk it. Allen thought he got fouled, or he thought it might be goaltending as he looked over at that Cavalier bench, but nothing's called. Here's Watford. He'll work on a shorter Merrill. Watford inside, got collapsed upon, but finds Drummond, who lays it up and in. Tonight's officials are our crew chief Kevin Scott, Jason Goebel's our referee, and Agana Bazzi is our umpire. A young crew here tonight. Allen, his 12-footer is good as Allen's shot puts it up and in.
Love that. Lonzo Ball again, put him in space. Makes it difficult for Drummond to get to him, and as Jerry can get that shot off very quickly.
Cavaliers fouls on number 5, Sam Merrill.
Drummond's just such a big, strong guy. Got to get away from him. Jared's at the, ooh, wow. I think it might have been a little goaltending job.
Jared thought so as well. Drummond, a 2-time All-Star and 4-time rebounding champ, is now 32 years of age and in his 14th NBA season.
He is a bull of a man. I enjoy talking to a nice young man, but you grab a hold of those paws and you've got a hold of a grown man. I'll tell you that right now. He is a big rascal. Still moving around well, still playing hard, and perfect role for him backing up Joel Embiid.
He was traded to the Cavs back in February of 2020, completed that season here in Cleveland before moving on. Spent a couple of seasons in Chicago. This is his second in Philadelphia as Mitchell zigzags over the timeline, works off Alonzo Ball screen. Spins in toward Edgecombe for the foul line. Nance, back to Mitchell. The shot clock shows 5. Mitchell now works on Trent and Watford. And cans a 3.
That's very well defended. Philadelphia did an excellent job of switching, pushing Donovan out, keeping him from turning the corner. Still made a magnificent shot. That's what we need from Donovan Mitchell. Those alpha shots. He needs to get to where he's averaging 30 a night. You know, take some of the ball handling away from him and let him do his thing. We need him to score the basketball prolifically on a nightly basis.
Brendan Watford thought he had him.
That's good defense.
He cast a deflated look at the floor after that drop to the twine.
Hard.
Mitchell in a battle there with Edwards, and once again Mitchell leans in, draws the contact, and will end up shooting free throws. Mitchell on only 5 shots from the field. Brad has already amassed 13 first-quarter points. He felt the pressure. He held Edwards' hand, and off he goes to the line again. Actually, this foul will be deemed on the floor. And the Sixers had one to give.
That's fair. I like that. That's a fair call.
Kelly Oubre returns. Well, he's played some nice basketball as of late.
Yeah, he can shoot that basketball. A little streaky, but man, he runs and jumps and plays so free. Fun to watch him play.
He's been efficient this season as Edwards gets called for a foul for holding Donovan Mitchell. And the word efficient hasn't always gone with Kelly Oubre throughout his career. But boy, he smooths things out, become a nice veteran for this Philadelphia team.
Yeah, if you get him in the right rhythm, he can really hurt you in a lot of ways because he's so long. He's got a beautiful shot. I mean, he can score on anyone, and you just want to keep that rhythm with Kelly. And forever, like I say, he's always been fun to play because he catches that basketball, and you give him a little bit of daylight, he'll light you up. And he runs, jumps, and plays so long, defense, does a lot of things well.
Mitchell now has 14 points. Believe it or not, basketball was not always Donovan's first choice in terms of sports. Donovan played baseball and soccer. He's a goalie in high school. Pitching as a sophomore, broke his wrist colliding with the catcher on a pop-up and said, that's going to do it for baseball. We'll be concentrating on basketball for now on. Of course, he grew up in a baseball household. His father, Donovan Sr., was a minor league coach for 12 seasons. Played for a ball in the minors for 7 years. Part of the Mets organization.
Made the right decision.
I would say
Up
so.
there trying to hit Shohei Ohtani's fastball. That's a little bit more difficult.
What a series that was.
Wow.
Finally catching up with some sleep after
Oh my
the
goodness, it's unbelievable.
after the Dodgers and the Jays disrupted our sleep patterns for a couple of weeks. Oubre in toward Allen. Kelly Oubre will bank and score. Cavs by 14. Final seconds, first quarter. Here comes Mitchell off to Nance. Nance fires. The Cavaliers put a 41 spot on the Sixers here in the first quarter.
Very well played first quarter. Very, comprehensive on the defensive end. A lot of talking. I like the zones, but the offense looks outstanding.
Darius Garland has made his triumphant return. The Cavs also get Jared Allen and Sam Merrill back.
Darius Garland's presence back on the floor. What did you see out of that first quarter with him?
Well, I thought the team, you could tell, they looked like kids that had finally got a big toy back. And they all played with great energy. I want to see them continue to focus on the defensive end because that's what's making it happen.
An injury update for you, John. Cavs say Dean Wade has a right eye injury. He is questionable to return to tonight's game.
Thank you, Serena. Thank you, Austin. We talked about the turnovers as here's Watford. Meanwhile, Watford works his way into the lane. He floats and scores. The Cavaliers in the first quarter had a 13-0 points off turnover advantage. It's how they opened the game against Atlanta on Sunday. They do it again here tonight. Evan Mobley has his third triple as Mobley has 15 early points.
Yeah, that's what you want to see is that defense being aggressive. We got enough firepower on the offensive end, so if you're defending at a high level, it makes it so easy. It makes it so easy on the offensive end because you're getting easy baskets, transition baskets, and everyone gets to touch the basketball.
Watford draws the foul. Take us through this form, Brad.
I really like this. I like the fact that he's taking three-point shots just kind of when you don't expect it. For a while there early on, he was coming down the offense in transition, trying to initiate the offense and then take the shot. That's just too clunky. I like this because you're not expecting it and he can make it.
Nothing has been forced here in this first half.
Not at all, and that's the key, not forcing anything. I want to see Evan in that mid-post, dominating, going at that basket, and then as he starts to get his game going in that mid-post, you shoot that shot just like he did. Now the other team's got a conundrum. How do you guard this guy?
Craig Porter opens the second quarter. He's joined by Nance, Tyson, Mobley, and Mitchell. For the Sixers, it's Bona, Edgecombe, Grimes, Edwards, and Watford. Mitchell surveys. Guarded by Bona. Fires over Bona. Edwards rebounds. Watford lumbers into the forecourt. Feeds the post. Bona's down there with a shorter Mitchell. But then Bona banks and scores. Cavaliers by 11. Bona with a steal. And he gets fouled from behind. That's going to be a clear path foul. Tyson picks up the foul, so this will be 2 free throws for the Sixers, and they will keep possession.
Knocks it way here. Braylon's trying to get to the basketball. They're getting a little touch on the hips there.
And the foul is made from behind with no player between the ball handler and the basket.
Take foul. The play's under further review to see if it meets criteria for a clear path.
So it's already been called a transition take foul. That was clear because there was no play on the ball made by Tyson, but I think it gets worse. A transition take foul is 1 free throw, a clear path foul 2. So that was clearly a transition take foul because it prevented a would-be fast break, and there was no legitimate play made on the ball by Tyson. He simply grabbed the arm of Bona. However, this very likely will rise to the level of a clear path foul, which is different and which is more punitive, as the Sixers likely will be getting 2 free throws here and keep possession.
But it didn't keep him from making the layup.
It does not need to, my friend, by the letter of the law.
I'm just, pointing out the obvious. Just a little touch on the hips. Come on. He helped straighten him up. Jalen will learn a lesson from that, though. Donovan got himself in a tough position, made a bad pass. Put Jalen in that position, so you got to be smarter on both sides of that. Donovan got the ball knocked away from him, so you just got to gather it up and get your composure.
Here's the word from Kevin Scott.
Review, the defender grabs the offensive player around the waist from behind. Therefore, the play is a clear path foul. 30 will shoot 2 shots, and Philly will inbound with 23 on the shot clock.
So there you have it. We mentioned that the Sixers are playing their third game in 4 nights, the tail end of a back-to-back. The longer and the more frequent these breaks, the more it does play into Philadelphia's hands throughout the course of the evening. I told you that Maxey is #1 in minutes per game in the NBA. Edgecombe is #2. Nick Nurse admitted that he's been riding that duo, playing them just loads of minutes as he was waiting for Jared McCain to return. McCain last night played his first game since way back in December of last season, but he is out of the lineup tonight on the tail end of a back-to-back, suffered a knee injury last year, a finger injury this year. Bona misses both. So the Sixers will keep possession 1 minute and 21 seconds into the second quarter with the Cavaliers on top 44-33. So a big theme tonight for the Cavaliers, keep the pressure on this Sixer bunch. They are without Joel Embiid, Paul George, and Jared McCain. Dominic Barlow is out of the lineup as well. The Sixers working around the perimeter. Here's Grimes off that Philly bench. That pass was nearly picked off. Watford works on Mobley down the lane. Bad idea. Mobley with the rejection.
Great defense by the Cavs. Good stanza. They almost got an interception there. Ball just floated over Craig Porter's fingertip. I guess he didn't look at he didn't see the chalkboard before the game. Maybe they don't do chalkboard. The tablets they look at. Don't take it at #4. It doesn't work out well.
Grimes elevates. The Sixer bench thought he got fouled as Porter escapes. Cross-court pass to Mitchell. Mitchell sends it back to Nance. Nance steps inside the free throw line and Cooley knocks it down.
Give Nance credit on that defensive end. He kept that basketball alive, got it out to a teammate, crashed the boards hard, and kept that basketball floating around so he could get out and get that fast break. And he hustles back, transition. Donovan finds a nice play by Nance.
Edwards for 3. A foul is called as Nance got whistled for the personal as he went through a bonus screen, so it's a chance for a 4-point play. Count the Grimes basket, and it will be Bona who shoots the free throw.
3-point basket counts. Justin
Edwards. Couldn't see over there, but he's trying to get out. Bona's holding him. Larry kind of runs through him there.
What is being reviewed here by Kevin Scott is the timing of the foul. It did look like Larry committed the personal as he got into Bona before Grimes was into his shooting motion when we saw it the first time. Let's see if we can get another look at that, guys. We're looking at timing here. When does Grimes begin his shooting motion and when does Nance commit the personal? I think the personal was committed there. It's close. Is it committed right when Nance makes contact with Bona? Is that when the whistle's blown? If it was, then it's before the shooting motion. But if it took a while for that whistle to be blown, there's some gray area. So Larry looks up at the humongatron, and we wait. That's what's being looked at right now, the timing. Should it be deemed that the foul was committed before Grimes went into his shooting motion, it will simply be a foul on the floor, and they'll take that 3 off the board.
After review, the illegal contact occurred while the offensive player was in his upward shooting motion. The ball was being brought up. Therefore, the basket's good, and number 30 will shoot 1 shot.
So Bona, who set the screen on Nance, will shoot the free throw as Maxey's rest continues. We talked about that Sixers starting backcourt. Over the first 3 games of the season, Maxey and the rookie Edgecombe combined for a staggering 186 points. That was the most ever by any team starting backcourt through 3 games since starters were first tracked in the NBA back in the 70-71 season.
That's incredible.
Most points by any backcourt ever.
Well, Edgecombe started out like he was going to be the next coming, man. He was unbelievable those first couple of games. And, you know, Maxey, like I say, he brings it every night, so it doesn't surprise me.
Mobley up near the timeline is pressure, gets the ball off and finds Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell with a hesitation move. That should be goaltending, and it is.
Yeah, Philadelphia did a good job of pushing the Cavs out above the top of the key and really trying to They're trying to trap the Cavs above the hash mark, make them take tough shots. Donovan's just so strong. He goes right between the defenders, goes to the basket. That's so smart. Creates an opportunity for a goaltend or a shot. Good job.
Mitchell now with a steal, and he may get either a transition take foul or a clear path foul. Donovan saying, well, you called one down there. You owe us one up here.
Donovan in the passing lane. That is perfect. Not overrunning the play, but being in good defensive position.
So we will review once again, and I think Donovan has a good case right here. A really good case.
Oh, yeah.
Nick Nurse bends the ear of Kevin Scott.
Plays under further review to see if it meets the criteria for a clear path.
All right, again, what we look at is, was the foul committed from behind or the side? I don't think there was any question that it was. As watch the play once again. Here's the foul. It's from the side by Edwards. There was clearly nobody between Mitchell and the basket. That's the other element here. So another review here early in this second quarter. Cavaliers won the season series last year between these two teams, 2-1. Here's the anticipation by Mitchell, who already has an efficient 17. There's the foul. That's not from the front. That's either on the side or from behind. And Watford could not
the
get.
Foul occurs when the ball's loose. Therefore, it's a loose ball foul, no clear path. Cleveland inbound in the backcourt with 24 on the shot clock.
Ooh, that one's even tougher to buy, I think, if you're Mitchell, because Mitchell had to steal it. I mean, Mitchell was dribbling the ball. He was,
I don't know how you get
heading toward that basket.
Yeah, wow.
You see the disbelief on the face of Mitchell. I mean, it's not. If Mitchell deflects the ball and they're both chasing the ball, and the foul's committed, that's a loose ball foul. It did appear that Donovan had that ball and was working his way toward the basket.
Wow.
The Cavalier bench, needless to say, is less than thrilled. All right, here we go. Cavs by a dozen. Early minutes, second quarter. Porter's pass is batted down by Watford. Watford spent his last 2 seasons in Brooklyn off the Grimes. Porter got back and got a piece of it, but it's poked in. Watford's been effective here in this first half. Mitchell on the hop. No-look pass finds Mobley. Now it's Tyson. Tyson cans it.
Yeah, good ball move by the Cavs. Needed that shot. Get a little bit of rhythm going back on that offense. You've been really dominating. Now come back and get back into your defensive principles. Had a couple of stops there and kind of took the momentum of the Cavs away a little bit.
Bona has it rejected by Mobley. Gets it back. Mobley stuffed him again. But now a foul is called. What a sequence by the reigning defensive player of the year, as he says no the first time on Bona, then he got him again. I think actually that foul will be on Allen. It is on Allen.
Great job by Evan Mobley, as well as Jarrett, just stopping that basketball.
Bona missed 2 the last time. He hits his first as we pause for a word from Ken Ganley Kia.
We've got the inventory and we're making deals at Ken Ganley, Ohio's #1 Kia dealer. I want to see ya at Ken Ganley Kia.
Jalen Tyson hit a 3 the last time down. He continues to raise the bar, and this is his second NBA season. Jalen has scored 18 or more points in each of his last 3 games. He nailed 5 threes in the victory over the Hawks on Sunday, a career high. Tyson scored 21 points in his first 4 games. He's gone for 55 over his last 3.
Wow, yes, absolutely. Getting in such a great rhythm, playing well. Fantastic.
Mobley from straight away. Tyson edged his way in there. He got his hand on it, but eventually the Sixers come the other way. Watford dumps off to Grimes. Grimes keeps his dribble. Back to Watford. The Cavs protect this 51-40 lead. Watford again. Brendan Watford has 7 points off the Philly bench as the Sixer reserves have outscored the Cavalier reserves 25-5 as Allen got Watford really deep under that rim, and Watford has no recourse but to commit the foul.
Smart play, taking advantage of that size. Cavaliers just kind of chipping away here. Got to get a little bit more offense going here. Philly slowed them down a little bit. Those 2 breakaway foul calls. The timing just thrown us out of our rhythm, just a hair. We got to get this game going back. Let's see if DG can bring some energy and speed back to the offensive side for us.
Garland is back out here for his second shift of the night and his first. Cavs went a plus 12 in 6 minutes as we have a whistle away from the play. Foul is called on the Sixers. It's Oubre who commits the personal. I think Oubre popped Allen away from the ball. Let's take a look. Watch that right side. Yep.
Oh, wow. Give him a shot.
There's a look at Oubre.
To see if it meets the criteria for a flagrant.
Okay.
And we stop it again. A little shot in the back there. I don't know what that was all about.
So this will be reviewed to see if it rises to the level of a flagrant. I tend to doubt it here, but we shall see. The question is, was there wind-up, impact, follow-through? Is there a high potential for injury? I'm not so sure.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't either. Jared had his head turned and he took a pretty good lick there. He's just being physical with Jared. Bottom line.
If it does rise to the level of unnecessary, it will be a flagrant one, which will carry with it 2 free throws.
Play does not meet the criteria for a standard of unnecessary because there was no wind-up and no significant contact above the shoulders. Therefore, it's a common foul.
So it's just an ordinary foul on Oubre.
Jared needs to find out how to create an ordinary foul himself on the other end. He just hit him. That's just being physical with him. He's got to stop that.
See there, Oubre, his three-point accuracy had declined over each of the last 3 years, bottomed out at 29% last year. He attributed it to built-up scar tissue from separate surgeries on his left little finger and his thumb. Spent his offseason working with a therapist, and that three-point accuracy has really jumped. Small sample size this season, but it's worked so far for Oubre. Ball's rebounded by Drummond. He'll outlet a pass to Edgecombe. The Cavalier lead is 8. Backdoor. There's Oubre. Allen got a piece of it. Drummond's there to clean it up, however, and trim the Cavalier lead to 6.
Got to keep working on taking care of that basketball, making sure you're defending. They've worked their way back into this game and slowed it down. It made it really, really arduous for the Cavs to get anything done, being physical with us. Got to meet that, got to match that and exceed it.
Edgecombe picks up the personal, trying to fight through an Allen screen.
Got to help him out. He goes and blocks that shot. You got to get a body on Drummond and help out Jared, who's helping you.
Allen hands off and finds Garland. Garland double clutches. He somehow gets it back in among the trees. He'll zip it out to Merrill for a rhythm 3. That's perfect.
Boy, that can really help loosen up. Now let's come back to this defensive end. Communicate. Put his defense on a change very aggressively.
Garland salvaged the possession and found the open man in Merrill. Boy, has Merrill been good this season. He missed the last 3 games with a hip injury. His ball nearly took it away from the rookie in Edgecombe. BJ drives, and ball blocked that. Ball's foot was on the baseline when he touched the basketball, but how about that defense by Lonzo Ball?
Yeah, good job. That's what he does well, is move his feet, keep those hands active. Need more of that. Cavs got to pick it up just a little bit.
Timeout. That inspires. Cavaliers are wearing their retro Nike NBA Classic Edition uniforms. They will wear these 8 times this season. How about Big Z there on the left? Conjures up some memories.
Boy, it does. Absolutely does. I mean, they need to go back to the era of Larry Nance and Mark Price and them orange jerseys they used to wear. Look like U-Hauls running around. The worst jerseys in the history of basketball.
You didn't like those, huh?
I ain't have nothing to do with it.
I know. Well,
that was that's why I said Larry Nance and Mark Price. I don't claim any of that. It was awful.
You wore them. You weren't the biggest fan, is what you're saying?
They were horrible.
I sort of like the blue and the orange color scheme.
Remember the orange crushed soda can?
I do.
The Fanta. So it looked like it was Fanta orange soda.
There's a look at Nick Nurse. This is his 3rd season in Philadelphia, following 5 in Toronto. Harris was named the 2020 NBA Coach of the Year after his Raptors claimed Canada's first NBA title. Come on out to Rocket Arena for another Cavs Classic Edition game. The Cavs taking the Bulls on Saturday at 8. Get your tickets right now at Cavs.com/tickets. All right, 6:45 to go. Cavaliers 54, Sixers 47. Lonzo Ball in and out. Rebounded by Drummond. Drummond's had an active first half as he hands off to a re-energized Tyrese Maxey. Maxey's bothered by Merrill. Shovels off to Edgecombe. Now it's Oubre. Oubre works in toward Darius Garland. Oubre to the elbow. Tries to use his size. The lefty flicks it up. It's knocked out of bounds. Cavs ball. The Sixers have grabbed 8 offensive rebounds in this first half, and they almost had number 9.
Yeah, they've done a good job on the backboard. And like I said, they've been really trying to get us into a half-court game. We need to spread it out a little bit, get that ball moving, get some activity going again. There you go. Good job, Jared. Good job. Good offensive rebound. That'll get a little spark. Just need these little sparks to build upon. Then you go back and play aggressive defense. You got to stay on the inside of your guy, though. You have to make your guy shoot over you, and you have to be on the interior in order to get the defensive rebound. We can't let guys get in front.
Watford down the alley, can't hit. Back it goes to Edgecombe for an open 3. He left it flat. That's knocked out of bounds. And the ball belongs, I think, to the Cavs. It does.
Nice job by Jerry, not giving up on the play, knocking it out of Drummond's hands. Makes a nice play. Got to box out on that defensive end and just hold your guy off. When that ball comes off, you go grab it.
And play by Jared Allen as our Michelob Ultra courtside close-up look.
I tell you, Jalen Tyson is making more and more shots, big shots. His confidence is growing ever more when he plays. And I'm liking what I see out of this young man.
Ball with a block on Oubre after Tyson got that 3 to go. Merrill slows, waits for the Cavalry to arrive. Tyson wants it. Tyson fires. Watford scoops it up. 5 to go here in the half. Watford turns the corner and he'll float it in.
Cavs got a good opportunity. They got a wide open shot. That's all you can ask for.
Now the Cavs give it back.
Returning for the 76ers.
Kenny makes a number of changes. He sends Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley back in the game. The Sixers with Joel Embiid out of the lineup. Also Jared McCain out tonight are looking for contributions from some unusual suspects, and they've gotten it from Watford here in this first half. A dozen points here in the quarter as Maxey can't get the runner to go, but Maxey heads back to the line.
Cavaliers shots over 10. Darius
Yeah, he's just blazing fast. Talking about Maxey, and he is hard to stay in front of him. Heard AC talking about in the pregame show. If you could stay in front of this guy, you could have some success, but not many can.
The remark in the first half when Philly traded James Harden to LA in November of 2023. They officially handed the keys to Maxey, and all he's done is perform at an all-world level since. That season, he was named the NBA's most improved player and an all-star for the first time. He's averaged a whopping 26 points a game over the first 2 seasons, and this year, Brad, he's cooked his way to 34 points a night for 7 games.
Like I say, I just admired the guy when Embiid was out. Past couple seasons, he just put this team on his back. And I mean, he just wore it every night. He went to war with whomever he was playing against, and he just left it all on the floor. And you just respect that. There's no load management with Tyrese Maxey. He gives it all.
And some nights with the Sixers injuries, it was only Tyrese.
Only him, and he still fought. He didn't give up, you know.
Oubre pedals into the forecourt as Sixers trail by 8.
So now this is where the Cavs got to get lower. You got to get below that free throw line defensively.
Edgecombe can't hit. He was bracketed by both Mobley and Garland. Garland's on the hop. Darius Garland returning tonight from that injured toe, goes all the way and lays it in.
Yeah, he got grabbed on the arm there. Should have got a foul called. Nice strong move though by Darius Garland. Nice job.
Maxey tears down the lane.
He's so fast. My goodness, John.
Maxey has 8 points. Ball on the bounce. Tried to find Merrill. That pass ends up over the baseline and out of bounds.
Garland showing some strength going to the basket. Gets Maxey to the basket there. Well, Maxey got more basketball than he did on. Couldn't foul him.
Grimes off the Drummond.
Drummond's just so big and strong. You get a pick and roll with him. It's hard. It's going to be hard for Evan to block his shot. He's got about 5 foot of shoulder width, and it just takes up a ton of space.
Mitchell zigzags his way into a 15-footer as Donovan Mitchell is giving the Cavaliers his 10-point lead. Mitchell now has 19 points on only 8 shots from the field.
Love when he can hunt and seek for that shot in the crevices of that defense.
Actually draws such a crowd. Grimes is wide open. Grimes can't connect. Grimes tries it again. Mobley. Evan takes it himself. He'll line up a 3. Andre Drummond last season, his 13th in the NBA, was still among the league's best in rebounds per minute as Maxey drills a 3 and Kenny Atkinson wants a timeout.
Rhodes High School alongside Cleveland Mayor Justin Bibb to tip off a new attendance initiative called the Perfect 10. The goal, encouraging and celebrating students that are showing up every day to better themselves at school. And Darius says he wants every student to know that showing up is the first step toward success. It was all high energy too. It was such a great event there. To hit that point home, the Darius Garland Foundation, in collaboration with the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, will award $5,000 each to 2 students at the end of the upcoming school year that have shown improved attendance, highlighting the importance of not only showing up, but consistency, perseverance, and educational excellence. Just a great event, great initiative there from Darius Garland.
Well, giving back to the community, of course, is a backbone of this Cavalier organization, and Darius Garland fits in beautifully.
Yeah, Cavs, these young men are just, you should be so proud to have them in your community. They're all high character individuals, and they give so much back to this community, this city. They represent us so well.
Merrill got knocked into Donovan Mitchell. A foul is called. It really is true, Brett. Authentically, 1 through 15. These are 15 of the nicest, classiest humans. This is such an easy team to be around and root for.
First class
here in this Cavalier community.
Really good guys. They work really hard, and they give back. They spend their money in this community. They love being here. They're proud of Cleveland, and we're lucky to have them.
The Sixers are over the limit, so Merrill will shoot free throws. FanDuel Sports Network is taking over the Cavs box office during tonight's game. Buy a ticket to see the Cavs take on the Raptors here on November 13th, and FanDuel Sports Network will pick up half the cost. Don't miss your chance at 50% off tickets. This offer is only valid until midnight, so act now, Brad. Go to Cavs.com/buyout. Don't miss out. Kenny Atkinson wants to see you here.
I'll be here.
This was one of the best home court advantages last season. It has been for decades inside this joint. Rockin' here at Rocket Arena. Maxey works on Merrill. Maxey fades away. Drummond mistimed his jump as that ball got hung up on the rim, and now Mitchell carts it the other way. Garland lines up a 3. Hey! Knocks it down.
Oh, a nice job in transition. And, you know, Donovan was looking for a shot. Darius was playing wingman on that. And that's what they were so good at last year. They were a dynamic duo on that offensive end.
Maxey upstairs to Drummond. 100 seconds to go here in the half. Drummond has 10 points off that Philly bench. Porter accelerates baseline. Terrific pass to find Mobley. Mobley twists out of the lane, deals to Merrill, tried to get it back and lost it out of bounds. Watford directs traffic. He's been impactful here in this first half. Maxey down the alley. His floater is good. He got bumped off balance by Mitchell, but still had the wherewithal to get it up and in.
Got to come up with a game plan for him. I mean, even though he's exhausted, he's still just so difficult to stop. So fast. He runs in. Talking about Maxey, so we got to figure out a way. Maybe get 2 guys to run at him. He's got to get rid of that basketball. We got to get it out of his hand.
Cavaliers opened up a 17-point lead here in this first half. Maxey from long distance has cut that Cavalier lead all the way down to 3.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. You give that shot to anyone in this league, and he's got a hot hand. You'll let him take that shot multiple times, but he has been dominant in this quarter, talking about Tyrese Maxey.
Mitchell veers off a Mobley screen. Here's Maxey again. Maxey, my goodness. Missed that time. It's tracked down by Mitchell. Donovan with his head up. Skips in toward Watford and got mauled. Did Donovan. He ended up in the row of photographers. Maxey helps him up, and Donovan Mitchell with 19 points in his back pocket will return to the line.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in a guy like Donovan Mitchell, who's one of the most prolific scorers in this league. If you got 50 in you, you go give 50. I don't think as we've watched the Cavs this year, try to figure out some ways to make people more, integrated in the offense with all the injuries. I'm going back to the theory of this is an alpha scorer, just like a Michael Jordan or someone of those type of guys. You let him, you cut him loose, and everybody else fills in around him. So I want to see Donovan turn it up a notch. Go out there. If you got 50, let's go get it.
We've seen him do it.
Yeah.
71 against the Bulls in this building.
Yeah, he can do it every night. Just go out there and light people up, and everyone else fills in. Then you become really difficult to stop. Last year, I thought we were a freight train at the beginning of the season. Everybody was touching the ball and doing all this great stuff, and Donovan was just kind of cruising. I want to see him be dominant. I think that's the type of mentality we have to have if we're going to have success.
Mitchell is a perfect 6 for 6 from the line here tonight. There's a 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Oubre is watched by Merrill. Oubre puts it on the floor. Merrill now picks up Maxey. Maxey down the lane.
Got to come up with a game plan for Tyrese Maxey in the second half.
Mitchell no-looks a pass to Garland. Garland beats the buzzer. And the first half comes to an end.
Thought Tyrese Maxey was just absolutely unstoppable in that fourth quarter. Got to come up with a better game plan for him. Cavs played well offensively. Got to get back to that quickness and pace. Got to make these Sixers, you got to punish them. They played the last couple of nights. Get after them and get after their legs.
The Sixers scored 40 points in that second quarter. Donovan Mitchell has led the way with 21 points. Sam Merrill has returned to the Cavalier lineup, but he now joins Serena.
Sam, great to have you back. Also great to have Darius back. What was it like just to have him back for a half?
Yeah, it's good to have him back. He's a great player, really important for us. So we gave up 40 points in that second quarter. It's got to be better.
What is the key to finding that rhythm again in the second half? You had it to start the opening tip.
Yeah, we let them get into a rhythm, got spread out. Got to be more physical, better on the ball, and better rebounding as well.
Appreciate you. Coming up on the Ken Ganley Kia halftime report, AC and Kaylee diving into the numbers. I've got an assistant coach all coming up on FanDuel Sports Network. Better.
Starts with our ability to rebound. We didn't rebound well in the second quarter. Once we rebound, we'll be able to get out in transition and get whatever we want. But it starts on the defensive rebounding.
Appreciate you, guys.
Off we go here in the third quarter. BJ Edgecombe looks to back down Darius Garland. His pass is knocked down by Evan Mobley. The Cavs force an early third quarter turnover. Mitchell off to Garland. Extra pass. Tyson once more to Garland. Back around the horn. Mitchell. And rims out. Comes into the hands of Allen, and Allen crushes it home. Credit Jalen Tyson, who hit the offensive glass and disrupted enough to get that ball over to Allen.
Good aggressive play by Tyson. Kept that basketball alive, and Jared Allen was allowed him to get his hands on it and finish it up. But give Tyson the credit there, being aggressive on that backboard. Cavaliers have to get more rebounds, just like you heard Coach talking about. You've got to rebound that ball from possession.
Bona from the corner. Tipped by Walker. That ball hit the sideline, and it goes over to the Cavaliers. Tyson has done a lot of the little things early this season, Brad.
Just don't stop. I like the relentlessness he gives to the game. You just don't stop. Get a hand on it, tip it, knock it away. Hard foul. All those little things add up to winning basketball.
These teams start the third quarter the way they started the ball game. No surprise. Garland's chased by Maxey. Darius Garland in his season debut got leaned on and fouled by Maxey.
76ers foul number 0, Tyrese Maxey.
We have missed that smile around these parts, Brad. Darius Garland is back on the floor.
Yeah, he enjoys. He just loves the game. Has a good exuberance for it. has a good time playing, and it's been good to get him back in this building tonight under these circumstances as a starter again. We need him badly.
Bona rebounds. It has been a long process. Come back from that toe injury. Darius had surgery in June. It bothered him so much during the postseason as Maxey just muscled his way inside.
Yeah, glad to see him back. He's really had to work really hard to get his strength back, and it looks like his foot's pretty healthy. I mean, just keep building from here.
Garland to Allen, one of his favorite targets, but Allen can't get the finger roll to go, and out comes Maxey. The Sixers have not led. Maxey off it goes to Walker. Walker's on a two-way, and he finds himself in that Sixers starting lineup. Oubre ties the ball game.
Kelly Oubre gets you. We were talking about him in the pregame. He's a sniper. And he's not afraid to shoot the basketball. Streaky, but he can get going. It really hurts you.
Mitchell over the top of Edgecombe. Got the ball to Allen, and Allen drew the foul.
76ers foul number 30, Aljan Bona. His first.
See Donovan get in low there. Nice pass. Drops it down low, and there's the foul right there. Good job by Jared getting a little pump fake there. Getting Bona up.
Last night, the Sixers in Chicago led all night long until the 3-second mark of the fourth quarter when Nick Vucevic hit a big three to win it for Chicago. Time's running out. The FanDuel Sports Network box office buyout is live. Score 50% off tickets with no fees to the Raptor game on November 13th. You can get tickets at Cavs.com/buyout. Joel Embiid was dragging by the fourth quarter, and Nick Vucevic had his way. He is having a big start to the season out there in Chicago with a Bulls team that's a surprising 6-1. There's a look at Joel. He has played in 5 of the 8 games so far this season. He will be limited, particularly early. Paul George is yet to play for the Sixer team as Garland gets whistled for the foul.
Cavaliers also number 10, Darius Garland.
For the Sixers and the Bulls, they've really been the two surprise teams here in the East through the first 7+ games.
Yeah, I agree. You watch them play in the preseason, and you just didn't expect a whole lot. You thought there'd be teams that would be on any given night tough to beat, but they started out, boy, they caused some problems early on here in the Eastern Conference.
Jared Allen with a pair of blocks on the Maxey efforts. Allen dumps back to Garland. There's the trailer. Tyson to Mobley. Oh, Mobley got fouled by Oubre, and he thunders it home.
Really love that aggressiveness by Evan. Want to see him score more in that paint. Maxey goes for a reverse layup. Nice block by Jared Allen. Stayed home, then blocked it again, followed him out. Well, you're shocked if you're Maxey. You turn around and see a 7-foot Jared Allen standing in your face 20 feet from the basket. And nice strong play by Evan Mobley.
That really was a snapshot of the defensive versatility of Jared Allen. As Allen with the block at the rim and then got out there quickly enough to block the three-point effort as well.
Guard everyone on the floor. That's his uniqueness.
Sprinkled the stat sheet so far here tonight. We're early in the third quarter. The Cavalier lead is 77-72. Here's Edgecombe, pressured by Donovan Mitchell. Bona sets a somewhat moving screen. Edgecombe keeps his dribble. The rookie out of Baylor lost it. Here comes Mobley with those long strides. And Tyson back to Mobley. Oh, how did he tip that in? Oh, mercy.
If I'm Evan Mobley, I'm scared to death that Tyson's going to throw that ball if you're in a crowd. It was like an erector set going up with those long arms. The Spectre Gadget goes up and finishes that basketball. Great transition basket running downhill.
Jabari Walker got buried. He ended up on his wallet as the Cavs simply collapsed on Edgecombe. It was the Tyson block that started the break, then the Tyson feed that finished it off. Quarter 9-5. You can play the Cavs at -6.5 at a -106. Over/under is 57.5. That plays -112. If you want and win them both, you can win +268. That's our parlay, and those are the live odds courtesy of FanDuel. Cavaliers a season ago finished with the 4th fewest blocks in the NBA, just 4.3 a night. They've been much better in that department here in the early season. The Cavs have 7 here this evening, including 3 here in this third quarter. Kelly Oubre gallops down the lane. Back it goes to Maxey. Maxey got a running start at Tyson. His shot doesn't go. Tyson rebounds, and he'll take it himself. Tyson finds Mitchell. Mitchell works right around Oubre and sails to the hole.
A nice job. Good defensive stanza by the Cavaliers. It led to a transition opportunity. Put that ball in Donovan Mitchell's hands. Let him do his thing. Let everybody else work around the pieces of the puzzle. He's the center of it. Let's work around it and fill in. Jalen Tyson with a great rebound on that defensive end. Tyson
once again guards Maxey off. It goes to Oubre for a contested three as Allen tried to knock it away from Drummond. The loose ball hits the deck. Tyson's down there, and we have a jump ball. The Cavs have authored a 9-0 run and have taken this 81-72 lead.
Donovan gets the ball in transition here. Nice seal off right there by Jared Allen. Gets the defender on his back, gets Edgecombe on his back, just seals him out of there. Smart play.
So it will be Grimes to jump. Grimes is saying, wait a second, it's not the 7-footer Mobley. I was tied up with the 6'6" Tyson. The Cavs almost pulled it off. Grimes is 6'5", Tyson 6'6". Nick Nurse has gone early in this third quarter to Andre Drummond, who was effective in the first half. Whoa, as Drummond hooked the back of Jared Allen's head, and Andre gets called for the offensive foul.
On the 76ers, number 1, Andre Drummond. His first.
Drummond was going to spin. That arm got up a little high. Jared kind of low in good defensive position. Catches him upside the noggin there.
Andre's a cooler, friendlier version of himself here during his last couple of seasons as Allen flips it up and in after it was a terrific feed by Donovan Mitchell that set him up.
Nice pass, good finish by Jared Allen. Skied for that layup. Thought he was going to tomahawk dunk it. Looked good.
Grimes off it goes to Oubre. Cavs opened this game with strong defensive pressure and waned in the second quarter. Looking to apply it here in the third. That's a tough shot by Maxey as Mobley was there step for step. Mitchell scoops it up. Tyson heads to the corner. Mitchell down the lane, deals to Allen, and Allen thumps it home.
Yeah, nice job by Donovan Mitchell drawing that defense all the way to the basket. Made Drummond commit. Jared Allen, the perfect spot to pick up that basketball and slam it home.
Mitchell is making it happen out here tonight. 23 points. That's his 5th assist. Drummond hands off to Edgecombe. Edgecombe's foul line jumper. Oh, is way long. Drummond got pushed and fouled. The Cavs have kept the rookie Edgecombe in check. He's just 2 of 10 here this evening.
See, that's a nice job right there. Good pick. Edgecombe goes down, little roll, little slip of the screen. Same thing. Got a good rhythm going between those two. Keep it going. Make them stop you. Then you go to someone else. As soon as they stop that Jared and Donovan pick and roll, now someone else picks up the hammer.
Merrill and Ball have checked in. Mitchell gets a well-earned rest. So does Allen. Whoa, Grimes ran over Merrill. As Grimes lays it in, and that's a long drought by the Sixers. They had not scored since the 10-minute mark of this third quarter. Prior to that Grimes bucket, Merrill fought about a 3, gives instead to Garland. Garland shovels inside the ball. Ball off to Mobley. Rebounded by Drummond.
Like those passes, and I like that little jump hook by Evan Mobley. Want to see him shoot more of those jump hooks. Can't block it. He's too long, too explosive. I like the play.
Grimes tried to shake on Merrill, and he shook himself right into a travel.
Yeah, one step too many. Good defense by the Cavs. Got great momentum going right now. Take advantage. Push away. Separate yourself.
Craig Porter now checks in. Smaller lineup here for the Cavs. Ball, Merrill, Porter, Tyson, and Mobley. Mobley fumbles. Here's Brendan Watford. He was a roommate of Tyrese Maxey's back in 2011 during the McDonald's All-American game. Was Watford. They've remained friends ever since. Here's Maxey off the Watford feed. Back it goes to his one-time roommate. Watford pulls up, missed badly, out of bounds. That shot did not hit the rim, so the Sixers have but 2 seconds with which to work.
Sam Merrill really turned out to be an excellent defender. Doing a good job on Maxey. Runs him right into Evan Mobley. Gives him nowhere to go. That is well-orchestrated defense.
Drummond for three. My goodness.
I started to say that's the shot you want, but I was watching Andre before warm-ups, and he was out here shooting a lot of threes.
Mobley. Maxey rebounds. Grimes is on the run. Grimes throws on the brakes. Now it's Maxey. A foul is called as Porter and Watford were grabbing at each other. Porter's shirt ended up out of his shorts.
Yeah, Watford grabbed him first, and I guess the official saw the second part of the foul.
Grimes between the circles. He's leaned on by Porter. Angles off a Drummond screen. Sprays it back to Maxey. Now it's Watford. Watford works on a shorter Merrill. Maxey, time winding down. A drifting jumper is through.
Boy, that's a tough shot. That was really good defense. Boy, Maxey just made a really, really awkward shot. Cavs got to keep playing hard, though.
Oh, my word. Jalen Tyson with the putback.
Wow.
Mercy.
My goodness, I didn't see that coming. Jalen comes in there with a hammer of a tomahawk of a dunk. My goodness.
Watford lost it out of bounds. The ball will stay with the Cavs.
Jalen Tyson, he was boxing out. I didn't know he could go straight up like that. He goes straight up. Wow. Nice job by Jalen.
Tyson has 10 points this evening. Mentioned in the first half, he has 18 or more points in each of his last 3 games. 5 rebounds. He has a block, 3 assists. Here's Grimes. Grimes tiptoes baseline. Maxey wanted a 3, backed up originally, then runs over. Oh, Merrill, and Merrill gets called for a block. Merrill has led this team in charges drawn each of the last 2 seasons, and he thought he had another one right there.
Maxey was just adept enough to move enough to his right. Boy, that is close. Wow. Good job by Sam Merrill. He's square. Oh, wow. I think that's a charge if you go back and look at it, John.
You know, when you think back, Brad, the Sixers signed Paul George last summer. The Philly brass envisioned a lineup headlined by a big 3 of Maxey, George, and Joel Embiid. Wow. Due to multiple injuries, however, a season ago, the trio appeared in only 15 games together, logging a grand total of just 294 minutes. George played 41 games, Embiid just 19.
Yeah, at the beginning of the season, when you saw that lineup, you were like, whoo, that is going to be some smoke. And it just didn't come to fruition. The injuries just have kept them from maximizing their potential.
There's George on that bench on Media Day a handful of weeks ago. As here's Mitch, only no-looks a pass intended for Porter, and that ends up out of bounds. The Sixers disclosed that George sustained a knee injury during a workout in early July, so he would not be ready for the start of this season. Embiid's injury history is well documented. Maxey carts it down the lane. He left it short. That's a big reason why people were all over the place and trying to predict where the Sixers would finish this season. Lonzo with a dart to Jared Allen.
That was absolutely a dart. That shows 2 things. Incredible vision by Lonzo Ball and excellent hands by Jared Allen. That is a difficult pass to catch in traffic. And Lonzo threw it only where he could catch it. Love that.
Allen's up to 18 points. Allen defends there as Maxey looked to drive. The Cavs have numbers if they hurry. Mitchell pushes. Porter back to Mitchell for 3. Hey, knocks it down.
Good transition. That is excellent basketball by the Cavs. Defending aggressively, firing out in transition, running downhill, getting shots before the defensive team can get back and get set. That's what you want. Take advantage of the mismatch.
That all started with the Allen defense on that Maxey drive. Allen's a plus 26 in 20 minutes of play. Who's the Cavs assist leader tonight? It's Lonzo Ball off the bench, and that was gorgeous. The high man in the ball game with an efficient 26 points. His Cavs are on top by a dozen. Hey, Cavs fans, if you ever miss a live game, you can now catch up with game replays on the FanDuel Sports Network app. As soon as the final whistle blows, you can watch every highlight and every big moment with your choice of a 5, 10, or 15-minute condensed game. Download the FanDuel Sports Network app tonight. 3:17 remains here in the third quarter. Cavs 92, Sixers 80. Serena was back down behind the Cavalier bench at that last timeout. Serena, what do you have?
Yeah, I mean, Donovan Mitchell just looked at Jay and said, way to have our back, J.A. Kenny Atkinson shouted him out for what he did defensively. And look, he's got 18 points, 9 rebounds, playing this hard out there tonight.
18 points and 9 rebounds for the Cavs starting center, who has returned from that broken finger. He stayed on the floor there and popped it away from Bona.
Yeah, he absolutely intimidated Bona, and Bona didn't want to shoot that basketball, and he gave it up. Jared did a great job of just, he's so quick. Bona knows that he can react. Jared can react. We saw him block Maxi's shot 20 feet away from the basket. He stays down. That's great, great fundamentals right there. Nice job by Jared Allen. Playing a well of a basketball game.
3 blocks and 3 steals now for the big man tonight. Allen missed a couple of games with that broken finger. It's a ring finger on his left hand as Porter makes a nice catch. He'll drive, bounce off to Allen. Allen's the recipient once again. He took that Porter pass on the doorstep, but he lays it in.
I like the fact that Jared's really working around that goal, looking for opportunities. Nice pass by Craig Porter. Jared's got the hot hand. He's dominating these guys inside. Keep going to him.
Edwards works on Ball. Tough shot.
Okay, as long as they're difficult shots. You're not giving up easy layups like we gave up to Maxey there in that second quarter. He just shredded us. Easy shot.
A veteran play by Donovan Mitchell. He caught the youngster and Edwards reaching.
76ers foul, number 11, Justin Edwards.
Nice drive. Jared puts himself in such good positions all the time. He gives these guards a huge target. All they got to do is find him in a sliver, and he's got great hands. Get him the basketball, let him finish around that goal.
The foul was deemed on the floor, so instead of 3 free throws that Mitchell would have gotten, had it been a shooting foul because the Sixers are over the limit, Mitchell will shoot 2.
Why come we ain't getting any of the breaks tonight? Seems like they get all the breaks. Everybody gets all the breaks. He should be shooting 3.
Are you in a complaining mood this evening?
Yeah, I got a bad attitude.
Why is that?
That's a good
Something bothering you?
Well,
the grandkids aren't in town. That's usual. That's near the top of the list. They're not here.
Yeah, they get on my last nerve. They're wearing me out. I'm a little upset with my Browns. A little upset with them, but that's okay.
We're in the middle of the week.
I know.
An early week.
Yeah, I'm concerned already.
Grimes works it off to Watford. Watford has a work on Merrill here. Bounces baseline. Edgecombe hesitated, and the ball ends up in the seats. Cavs force another turnover. They lead in points off turnovers by 8, Brad.
And our defense starts on the perimeter.
Donovan Mitchell.
We could slow that basketball down on the perimeter. Good things happen. Guys play head up. Don't put too much pressure on the big guys to have to help too much. It leaves us in great positions just like that. Good job.
Donovan Mitchell has a way of making the extraordinary look routine. He lobs in there to Allen. Now, Beers went off to Porter for 3. Donovan has 31 points. He's only taken 13 shots from the field. Grimes cruises to the rim.
That's the kind of nights he needs to have consistently. That's what he needs to be, is that 30-plus a night guy. And then, like I say, we just fill in around him.
Donovan Mitchell again. An electrifying performance once more here inside Rocket Arena. Grimes gallops down the lane.
It's just simply backbreaking for the other team because they have no idea how to guard Donovan and stop him when he gets hot like that because he's unstoppable.
Mitchell is coming off a season-high 37 here on Sunday in the victory over the Hawks. What do you do with this?
Nothing. There's nothing you can do. That's decent defensive position, and it doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. He is one of those guys, one of the few that on a nightly basis can give you 30. And I think you turn that water spout on until it runs dry.
Well, to your point, Brad, this is Donovan's 7th game and his 5th game that he scored 30 points or more.
He can do it every night.
Yep.
Every night. And that's what we've seen the greats in this game do. They come out every night and light you up.
And you know, you look inside the person who is Donovan Mitchell. He so badly wants to get his teammates involved and put them in positions where they can succeed. You know, it's interesting hearing you saying that, yeah, there are nights when Donovan just use your given talents, go get it and put this team on your back.
Yeah, I think what I learned from watching this last year is you want to distribute the wealth of that basketball. When you do it too much, though, I think it takes away from what Donovan is, and that is an alpha scorer. Let him do his thing.
Mitchell finds Merrill. Merrill cans the three. Sam Merrill in his return has 3 triples. Merrill checked in 18 of 35 from three-point range. Quentin Grimes connects once again. He has 13 off that 76er bench. Donovan Mitchell's going to work, and the Philadelphia 76ers simply have no answer for number 45.
You just don't know how. He gets by guys, and then you don't know what to do. Do you foul him? Do you try to block his shot? And then he shoots it before you can make up your mind what you're doing guarding him.
15 of his 36 points have come here in the third. The Cavs have seized control. It's a 20-point Cavalier lead. Edwards winds his way into a 12-footer that he's short-armed. The loose ball is out of bounds and belongs to the Cavaliers.
Driving, gets past Oubre and gets no help. Ball is just too, he can't move his feet well enough to stay in front of.
Mitchell works on Oubre. Took a bump. Mitchell off the Porter. And the third quarter is over. Donovan and the Cavaliers led this ball game by 3 at the break. That Cavalier lead has ballooned to 20 as Mitchell has a game-high 36.
Yeah, he's played the way we expected him to play. They bounced right back, got this offense rolling.
The Cavaliers are making those throwback uniforms look good. Donovan Mitchell has a game-high 36 points. His Cavaliers are on top by 20. Mitchell goes to work again, skies it over Drummond as Mitchell gives the Cavaliers this 22-point lead.
Yeah, the defense for the 76ers is just starting to deteriorate before our eyes. And Donovan Mitchell has found the pores in that defense, and he is wearing these guys out every possession. So, got to get on the backboard, get some rebounds.
Mitchell forces that miscue by Drummond. Donovan had a message in the huddle, didn't he, Serena?
Did. Donovan just said simply, hey, this is where we test our mental right here. And that's exactly what Donovan said before this season started. The next step for this team is testing their mental, see what they can do coming out of that timeout.
Closing the show, slamming the door as down the lane goes Evan Mobley. He gets fouled, and you see what Donovan wanted Evan to do.
Yeah, Evan gets a big step. Anytime he has a big step like that, boy, you'd like to see him wind that thing up and try to tear the goal down.
Finish with your palms down, says Donovan.
He's got the ability to do so, and we want to see that on a nightly basis. Want to see Evan get more shots in that paint.
Mobley has 20 points. 3 Cavaliers have hit the 20-point plateau. Allen has a double-double, 20 points and 10 rebounds. This is the second time this season the Cavs have 3 players or more with 20 or more points. That happened 24 times a season ago as the Cavs with balanced scoring had the #1 rated offense in the entire NBA.
Just absolutely just obliterated opponents the first 15 games, then took a break, then 15 more, and then took a break, 15 more.
Oubre worked on his numerical counterpart in Porter. Porter won that battle. Mobley comes and gets it as the safety valve and gives back to Porter. Porter. What a pass to Nance. A seeing eye feed by Craig Porter Jr.
It was an excellent basketball play by Porter. Was having a little bit of difficulty, but got his composure. Nice job by Larry Nance to make himself available.
Edwards cross courts a pass to Oubre.
The Sixers are starting to drag a little bit. You're watching them. They're having a tough time getting back down the floor. Got to really take it to them.
Mobley took a bump from Maxey. He dunks, and you can visibly see the frustration by Tyrese Maxey. the body language.
We're running out of gas.
He's left it all out here all season. Maxey's played 42 minutes a game this year. The Sixers were in action last night. They clearly ran out of gas last night as well.
I'm telling you, that young man has donuts with his donuts.
Mitchell. Nance skies for the offensive rebound. Cavs are winning all the 50-50 balls here in this fourth quarter. They seize control in the third. Mitchell with a floater. Donovan Mitchell is in a class by himself.
Absolutely just dismantling this 76er basketball team at this point.
Grimes works on Tyson. Nearly lost it. He'll flick it up and in and draw the foul, and Grimes has a chance for three.
See this nice job. Craig gets his composure, throws a nice little bounce pass to Larry Jr. And then Mobley here again. Nice pick and roll, slips the screen. Love to dunk with that left hand. Nice plays at the goal. No taking long shots and letting the defense rest. When you end up at the front of the goal, that means they've had to defend the entirety of the possession. You got a tired basketball team, you attack the front of that goal relentlessly. Worst case, you may get fouled.
9:20 and counting. Porter over the top. Mobley finds Nance. Nance came down with it, but got stripped by Oubre. Maxey now has his head up. Maxey accelerates and scores. Tyrese has 25. Mitchell over the top of Edwards. What a dazzling move. The Philadelphia 76ers are simply out of answers.
Well, I love the fact that he's scoring so readily inside the paint area. He's not just settling and just firing it up. They cannot rest when he's doing this.
Grimes draws the foul. Tyson was there step for step.
Like that step to fan. Nance Jr. came over and almost blocked that shot. He's not just settling. See, if he just shoots a shot there from 20 feet, the defense gets the rest and maybe he misses and gets the rebound. But he's going right at him. So Drummond has to stay engaged. Edwards has to do his best to try to stay in front of him. It's just continuing to wear this team down.
Donovan Mitchell last season finished 5th in MVP voting. Was named to the All-NBA first team. He has picked up right where he's left off. In fact, he's been even better this season. The Cavs are celebrating this, their 55th season, with these classic edition jerseys that Donovan and crew have worn so well. The collection showcases a timeless design reimagined for today's fans and features limited edition jerseys, tees, hoodies, and more. Shop the collection today at Cavs.com/shop. Under 9 to go. Cavaliers by 21. Lonzo Ball has re-entered. Donovan's night is likely through. Nance for three. Got some air under that one as Junior cans the corner three.
Nice job. Larry Nance Jr. knocked down a nice three-point shot. Good job spacing by the Cavaliers and good quick shot by Larry.
Grimes. Watched by Tyson. Maxey got a step on Porter. Back it goes to Grimes. Good ball movement. Results in a Grimes three.
Yeah, good job on Maxey, though. You made him get the basketball up. He's so fast and so hard to stay in front of. Worked out well for Philadelphia, but it's a good defensive possession as well.
Drummond rebounds. Maxey, who just keeps going and going and going, comes and gets it. Grimes puts it on the floor. He got it knocked away. Nance got a hand in there, and Tyson collects. Mobley no looks a pass to Porter, who's all by his lonesome. Grimes on the run, met by Ball, he lost it. Tyson hits the deck. Grimes is on the back of Tyson. It's got to be a foul, and it is.
Coach Atkinson out there with the helping with the officiating. Good job by Kenny. Oh, we got to give him a hard time like that.
Watch
Kenny come out here. There's a foul, there's a foul, there's a foul.
Watch the quickness.
Kenny fires out there, coach out there 2 steps. That's that university coach used to play at Richmond. He's about my same age. He was a Spider, Richmond Spider back in the day.
It's a point guard with Kenny.
He was. I don't think Kenny got off the bench. I went back and looked at some stats.
Stop.
I was looking at some stats.
Oh, please. Kenny enjoyed a standout collegiate career at Richmond. all conference, both a junior and a senior.
Kenny was a heck of a player. He's really good basketball player. It turned out to be an outstanding coach.
Maxey slams into Nance. Nance got called for the block. I think Nance had a foot or two inside the restricted area because it looked like he had position. Well, no, he was outside.
Boy, that's he's standing there. Guy runs over. I think Larry was in good position there.
And Kenny wants a coach's challenge.
I think that's a good coach's challenge. He's standing there. Guy runs over.
That did not tickle as Maxey went straight through Nance. Larry walks it off, and we'll give you the verdict when we come back. So it was called a block on Larry Nance has been reversed, and this man now is 9 for 9 in Sprite coaches challenges. It did look like he was set. I thought originally, Brad, the call had to be that he had a foot in the restricted area because it did look like he had squared up and had position on Maxey. Indeed, he had. So it is a charge on Maxey. And again, Kenny now is 9-0 on coaches' challenges here this season.
So if you're 9-0 on coaches' challenges, anytime you challenge from here on the rest of the season, you should just automatically get it. That's what I think.
Hey, the pressure's on now.
I know.
When you're perfect.
Then I'm going to call Adam Silver on that. We need to talk about it.
Pressure's on.
We need to make a new rule.
What, you get your first 9, you're just set the rest of the year?
Yes.
Allen takes another laser of a feed from Lonzo Ball. Ball has dished out his 8th assist in 21 minutes off that Cavalier bench, and the Cavs have extended their lead to 23.
And Jared Allen's been fantastic on both ends of the floor, offensively, defensively, rebounding the ball. He's been defending. He's been outstanding tonight.
This is the kind of game on paper when the Sixers have an inexperienced starting front court in Bona and Walker. When you say, hey, this should be a Jared Allen game, and it has.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I agree 100%. And he's taken advantage of that youth and done a great job of dominating that interior.
Kelly Oubre now has 14 points. He's been a really nice piece for Nick Nurse this season. Garland's in some trouble, and Kenny Atkinson will take a timeout. Darius Garland tonight makes his season debut. It's been a long time coming as Darius is back.
It's time for the Toyota Play.
By your local Toyota dealers. For all Toyota offers, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. By MGM Northfield Park, featuring world-class gaming, dining, racing, and entertainment. Find your fun at MGM Northfield Park. And by SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. The headliner tonight has been Donovan Mitchell. 42 points, a crisp 14 of 19 from the field. Check this out, franchise history, 40-point games. Mitchell already has 20, and this is just the start of his 4th Cavaliers season. Just incredible.
Yeah, prolific. I've said it a million times tonight. One of the best ever in this league at scoring that basketball at a high rate.
Edgecombe on the run. This is a juncture of the game where the Cavs have to be careful. We've just passed the midway point. They protect this 16-point lead, but this is an explosive Sixer team, particularly that backcourt. Garland to Nance. Nance couldn't finish. Maxey knocks it away from Allen.
Got to keep the pressure on them. Like I say, shots should be at the rim. That means they have to defend the entire possession.
Watford to the hole, missed it. Bona gets it back. Bona gets called for an offensive foul. He went up through the face of Jared Allen, and the youngster Bona can't believe it.
No team foul.
Nor can Nick Nurse. Did he catch Jared on the way up? Clipped him on the jaw. Garland from the Cavalier logo uses a Merrill screen. He tried to draw a foul. Now Nance picks up the personal. Again, this is a spot where the Cavs have to be careful, protect that basketball, and get good shots.
Yep, get good shots, good possessions. Don't go too quick. don't just take shots. Take care of the ball. Then on the defensive end, maintain those principles. Defend in space, talk, double team, and box out.
We thought that Donovan Mitchell's night might be through. That is not the case.
No, it just
Donovan has
need that
re-entered.
leadership. Need that leadership.
This is a Sixer team that has played hard this season for Nick Nurse, Tyrese Maxey. Not a team that's going to wave the white flag as Maxey gets fouled by Sam Merrill out around the perimeter. That's Merrill's fourth, and that puts the Cavs over the limit, so Philly will shoot free throws. Actually, check that. That's just the fourth on the Cavs. The next team foul will send the Sixers to the line for the remainder of the ball game. Edgecombe, pressured by Garland. Merrill's right out there on Maxey. Doesn't let him shoot the three. Edgecombe will. It has not been Edgecombe's night from the field.
Cavs done a good job on him. Put him in difficult spots, making Edgecombe take some really hard shots with the hand in his face.
Mitchell twirls on Watford. Here is Edgecombe. He's 3 of 13 here this evening. And this is 8th NBA game. Maxey looks to turn the corner on Mobley. He'll come out the other side and shuttle off to Oubre. Oubre works on Garland and gets called for the offensive foul. That's a big-time defensive play by Darius.
That was excellent defense. That was just Oubre just lowered his shoulder. He had the size advantage, and boy, he just bowled over Garland. Nice job by DG stepping in there. Boy, that's just not recognizing you've got the size advantage. Just put your body into him and hold on to him. Don't have to run over it.
Garland cautiously works into the forecourt. He's picked up by Bona. Puts it under his arm and finds Jared Allen.
Jared got slapped on the arm as well. Nice strong finish by Jared Allen. Good pass.
In the 26 minutes that Jared Allen's been in the game, the Cavs are a plus 31.
He has been remarkable tonight, especially this second half. He has been dynamic.
Nick Nurse wants to talk it over with under 4 minutes remaining. Kenny Atkinson's Cavaliers protect this. Cavs are again in action on Friday as they visit the Wizards. Then they're back here on Saturday to take on the Bulls as we pause for a word from Ken Ganley Kia.
We've got the inventory and we're making deals at Ken Ganley, Ohio's #1 Kia dealer. I want to see ya at Ken Ganley Kia.
Quentin Grimes knocks it down. John Michael, Brad Doherty, and Serena Winters. The clock winds with 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Mitchell, Garland, Merrill, Allen, and Mobley. Trio of Garland, Merrill, and Allen have returned to the Cavs lineup from the injury list tonight. Garland is making his season debut, accelerates on Edgecombe, deals to Mobley, who lobs to Merrill. Mobley and Merrill play catch up top. Maxey with the strip and the finish. Maxey has 27. The Cavalier lead is 14. Mitchell weaves around Oubre, finds Merrill. Hey, knocks it down. Sam Merrill in his return to the lineup is 4 of 5 from three-point range as he has given the Cavaliers this 17-point lead.
Yeah, that was a big basket. We kind of needed that from Merrill. We were struggling a little bit getting our rhythm back. Nice job. Good ball movement.
Sam Merrill has been scorching from long range. This headed to a good one. Have the faithful here tonight as the Cavaliers have to move to 5-3 on the young season. The Sixers looking for one last-ditch effort. They trail this ball game 128-111.
We've got to see Darius Garland some extended minutes. He's done a good job tonight. It's been fun to watch him get back into the rhythm of things.
Edgecombe gets fouled, so VJ will shoot two. You want to talk about an easy young man to root for. Edgecombe, the native of Bimini, Bahamas, came to the U.S. 5 years ago with, as he put it, dreams only to one day be in a position to feed his family. VJ's mother and grandmother raised him and his brother in a home that had no electricity for 7 years. You fast forward to this past June, he was picked 3rd overall. He shared an embrace with Adam Silver and then was greeted on the stage by his mother. The two were overcome by emotion, knowing that all the struggles, the hardships, and the sacrifices had finally paid off.
What a tremendous story, and the young man's taking advantage of his opportunity. Has just shoved himself up onto the national stage and has become a significant part of this Philadelphia team early on this season, and we just wish him continued success.
Merrill, Edgecombe scored 34 points in his NBA debut, third most ever, behind only Wilt Chamberlain's 43 back in 1959 and Wayne Selby's 35 back in 1954 as Oubre cans a three. He makes this a 13-point game. Just wild stuff out of Edgecombe in his debut. We approach the 2-minute mark. Cavs are looking to slam the door here. Mitchell works on Maxey. Donovan has 42 points. If you're just joining us, he'll find Garland. Garland got slapped and fouled by Oubre. Let's see if this is deemed a pass or a shooting foul, or that Garland was passing the basketball. The Sixers did have one to give. That's why this is pertinent, and it will be a non-shooting foul. Watch the motion by Garland. The Sixers were arguing it because Garland looked like he was trying to get the ball to the corner, and it should be a non-shooting foul, and they win that argument. So the Cavs will have to inbound from the sideline. It's the first foul on the Sixers with under 2 to go here in this fourth. Edgecombe stands in front of Mitchell. He'll play through Jared Allen. Back it goes to Garland. Garland's played 25 minutes tonight. He's chased by Maxey. His runner is no good. Drummond rebounds, outlets to Maxey. 100 seconds left. Grimes wants a three. That's wide left. Tipped by Mobley, grabbed by Oubre, who puts it up and in. Cavs 128, Sixers 117. Maxey pressures full court. Nick Nurse is squeezing every ounce of juice out of Tyrese Maxey once again. Over the top it goes to Allen, poked away by Oubre. Grimes. 1:21 to go.
That's a little composure through the Cavaliers. Get the ball in, move it up the court, get the ball into your ball handler's hands, and make these easy shots. Wow, what a tough shot.
Mitchell right around Drummond as he went to the left hand. Mitchell now has 44 as Donovan looks to restore some order. 70 seconds to go. Grimes gets free again. Quentin has 27 off the Philly bench. Again, the pressure, and there's the foul. Well, you heard Serena's report coming into this fourth quarter about Donovan Mitchell in the huddle saying, hey, this is our time. This is part of the growth. We need to be able to close out games and close them effectively. Mitchell's back on the floor here. 66 seconds to go. The Cavs are on top 130, 121.
Yeah, you know, it comes down to execution and being able to take advantage of your spot during these times. You know, where you run these plays, you should know everyone else's job during the play, but where the openings are offensively and create shot opportunity, that's what you got to take advantage of. You just don't make random plays, because when you make random plays offensively, you don't get the rebounds. You put people in bad positions, and I think we've seen the Cavs do that a couple times.
We have a timeout on the floor as Kenny Atkinson will empty his bench. 66 seconds separate. After missing the last 2 games with a finger injury, Jared Allen returned tonight. Sam Merrill missed the last 3 games with a hip injury. Darius Garland tonight made his season debut. Allen goes for a double-double, his first of the season. Sam Merrill just keeps on cooking. Darius Garland shaking off the rust. Mitchell hits the second free throw. He has 46 on the evening. Tyrese Proctor sees his first action of the night. Naquan Tomlin sees his first action of the season. Thomas Bryant checks in. Porter rebounds. It was not easy this evening. Credit the 76ers on the tail end of a back-to-back. They were a game club here tonight. They did not quit. Bryant's pass was tipped by Janai Broom. Was just checked in and out of bounds it goes. Broom, the rookie out of Auburn. Got his hand on that pass.
Yeah, you give the Sixers a lot of credit, man. They had a tough game last night. Boy, they put up a fight early, and Cavs just wore them down. Cavs played some really good basketball tonight. Got good efforts out of a lot of different people, in particularly Donovan Mitchell, who was just spectacular tonight.
Jalen Tyson up ahead. It goes to Proctor, who wisely slows down. Cavaliers will improve to 5-3 on the season. They'll drop the Sixers to 5-3. I think the biggest takeaway from this game, Brad Doherty, is the Cavs are as close to whole in the injury department as they have been all season long.
Great seeing Darius Garland back in action, and that ball movement was outstanding throughout the first half. Saw some really nice plays that build upon. So defensively, we'll continue to become more cohesive, and this is a good outing for the Cavs. Played well.
Donovan Mitchell put on a show. He led the Cavaliers with 46 points. He was an ultra-efficient 15 of 21 from the field as Mitchell's Cavaliers beat the 76ers by the final of 132-121. Stay right there. We'll be back to wrap things up right after this.
Max Warner Music.
пошла, обернулась, воротилась.